that's a good question. I think it's a guide to good living. It's really a reference source, and it's just something fun that you should pick up at least 15,000 times a year.
I think the almanac has always been, ever since its inception, a guide to help people live life, and it varied in the 1800s and early 1900s. So it's changed with the times. But the almanac is very much a calendar, and because it's yearly, it's also a compilation of information that just helps you do it well.
Well, you know, the almanac might look the same. The cover is always the same nice orange, but we have all kinds of great content. You know, everything from, did you ever wonder where the first diet came from or who used the first water bottle? We've got that story. Edible bugs. Believe it or not, you can eat grasshoppers and June bugs. It's really kind of gross, but it's really kind of appetizing. In fact, I'm going to try it this year for sure. We have some recipe winners. We have best fishing days for the entire year for 2020. And of course, we have that long-awaited winter weather forecast. In Farmers Almanac, each and every year we have best days to go fishing, which kind of gives not only a whole year's worth of information, but it gives you the best times. So say today is not such a great day to go fishing, say it's evaluated as good or okay, but we tell you that on that day, the morning is the best time to go fishing. So that's a great resource, and a lot of our fishing people love that kind of information. And of course, you need to know what the weather's going to be, because when you plan that fishing trip next June or July or even September, we got the forecast, nobody else does.
And let's not forget about full moons.
Exactly, full moons, and when they're going to be full, and when the fish like to bite and when they don't like to bite. And on our website at farmersalmanac.com, we've got a great story about what type of weather and what type of moon phase does the fish like to bite the best.
Well, for the last several years, I've been saying that I really think that the almanac is for the millennials, because I think they're the ones who are going to be interested in how to do things for themselves, how not to use chemicals, how to be good to the earth. Nowadays, we don't know where foods are coming from, so people want to grow foods, whether they live in an apartment or have a yard. So I really think that while people say that my grandparent used to read the almanac, they used to read it when they were young parents and they raised their families. So I think we have this whole new generation of families, of parents, new parents, who are going to be reading the almanac and using the information we have, because it's all very vital to living a good life, being good to the earth.
And we also have, you know, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we have a website, and we also have digital editions. So if you are on your boat and you didn't check the almanac in the print form, you can check your phones and check out farmersalmanac.com and find out, is it the best day to fish or not? There's so many life hacks, but one of my favorite is if you're outdoors, especially if you're going to go fishing or you want to go camping or going hiking, and you know those whole bugs, they're terrible, and you get a bug bite. Witch hazel, it's a common ingredient. You can get it at any drugstore. You put a little witch hazel on a piece of cotton, you rub it on your bug bite, and it won't itch as bad as it usually does.
Well, since we're sitting in a boat here, if you have a can of worms, you throw some coffee grounds into the dirt, mix it, and then the worms are more lively. They last longer, and that's just one of the many tips we have on coffee grounds. You can use it as a de-icer, as for traction in the wintertime. There's all kinds of things that you can do, and what's in the almanac is in the almanac, but it's also online on farmersalmanac.com. Yeah, I think the whole outdoor movement is important. Being outdoors, getting the sunshine. You know, whether you live in Maine or any other state, there's beautiful places to live, and you want to take advantage of the outdoors as much as you can, all seasons.
And bring your Farmer's Almanac when you go outdoors.